visionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. So did you hear the one about the guy in New Jersey?
The what?
It sounds like a joke, huh?
It does.
Yeah, it's not a joke. New Jersey.
Out. You need to get here early. Do you have a reservation?
Following Chris Christie's model with the bridge. No? I don't know. I don't know. I just ask. It seems to be a pattern now in New Jersey.
Well, people didn't RSVP.
That could very well be. No, in fact...
they waited till the last minute and figured they could just show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to RSVP.
Well, here's the deal. They threw a big party out there. It was... They closed the closing day of the 29th, the closing day of the 29th annual Seafood Festival, and of course they had beach-friendly weather.
Of course.
Right.
Unlike what we're having here.
So the town is about 6,000 people, and when you get to 6,001, whoa, we're busting at the scene. Whoa!
Somebody count.
Settle down.
Mm-hmm.
So no.
Who had to have the little clicker?
Right.
Everybody comes in, click.
They allowed the residents in, but you had to show your license and prove that you had a residence in Belmar.
I think it is. I think this just means we need to start RSVP.
Yeah, the road was say that word for me in French.
Just continue the.
Oh, I really like it when you say it in French.
I know, but I'm not gonna. So keep going.
Répondez-vous.
Not gonna do it.
You're not gonna do it?
No, I'm not. I said I wasn't. Yeah.
All right. Well.
Continue.
It opened back up at 7 o'clock.
So how long was it closed?
4 hours.
4 hours. 4 hours. And so did people get the tweet message?
Apparently, the news did.
The news did?
Yeah.
Nobody else did. Nobody else saw it because they were driving. So they weren't looking at their phones to see the tweets.
Right.
So, all right. But, yeah, message. Here's the moral of the story is RSVP before you go to a party.
Hey, I think that makes all the sense in the world.
Otherwise, they shut her down.
They will shut her down.
Shut her down. You can't come in.
I guess you can get out.
Oh, Hotel California kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
You can get out.
Hotel
we need to make room. Oh, 2 people left. You 2 can come in now.
Right.
Got a little bouncer
is there a guy, big Bubba at the door with the gate and the...
Oh, sorry, you're not hot. You can't come in.
All right. And yesterday, the How Ridiculous team nearly doubled their Guinness World Record of making a basketball shot.
A basketball shot?
Yeah, how far would it be, do you think, that you could go away to make a basketball shot? I mean, if you're going to make a record, how far would you have to be from the thing and still make an Angel Tussey?
Well, I mean, the other end of the court, I mean, is that as far as you can go? No. You can go further.
You think that you can actually make a full court shot?
Are you kidding? I can't even do it when I'm standing right under it.
Yeah, I was just asking. No, it's actually, it was a vertical shot. The last world record in 2011 was by the same people, the How Ridiculous team. They set the world record for the highest basketball shot by dropping a ball from 220 feet up.
Into a hoop?
Into a hoop.
From 220 feet up?
Right.
Into a hoop?
That's amazing.
Below, that is pretty awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
where are they that they could be so high? Like on the top of a building?
No, they are on the Gordon.
A crane?
Nope. They are on the Gordon Dam, and they actually added 80 feet, so now it's 200. It's 300 feet or 415 feet. Wow, 415 feet at the Gordon Dam in Tasmania was their last one. This one came in Hobart, Australia.
How many attempts did it take? How many times did they drop that ball
they don't tell that
before one
story.
actually landed in the hoop at 415 feet above?
415 feet. You know what that makes that?
It's really awesome.
It's the best damn shot ever.
Oh, are you going to do that?
No, it's at the Hobart Dam. It's from the dam.
It's from the dam. It's the best damn shot. My husband is corny like that. He likes to, he one time said he wanted to open up a hamburger stand at the dam and call it, the best damn hamburgers. And we sell damn French fries and damn T-shirts. And he just thinks he's funny and corny. The very first time he ever did that to me.
Millions.
First time he ever did that to me on our honeymoon. On our honeymoon, we're driving in Hawaii. It's beautiful. It's supposed to be romantic. Starting our life together.
I bet you just called out the word.
He says, "Cocoa head."
What?
I'm like, what? Why are you calling me a cocoa head? Where did that come from?
There's the sign.
And there was, it's like one of the mountains. It's like one of the volcanoes. And there it is, Cocoa Head.
Yep.
So I got him back several years later, driving down the highway.
Yeah.
I said, "Hey."
Oh, no, you didn't.
And there was a big pile of hay right in front of us. He's like, "Oh."
You know what? He appreciates it, though.
Yeah, but he likes a good damn shot.
Yeah, and this was
who wouldn't?
This was a great damn shot.
Mm-hmm.
It literally from the Hobart Dam in Tasmania, or Hobart Dam. I'm sorry, I'm getting that wrong. It's from the Gordon Dam in Tasmania, and the team. The How Ridiculous team is from Hobart, Australia. All right, we got a great show for you, folks. Don't go anywhere. Sharon Lechter, you know her, you love her, and we've got her back on the Experience Pros radio show. We're going to talk about her latest project. You're going to dig this one, too. Coming next on Experience Pros.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Your business is growing, but your computers are slowing. We can fix that. We're C-Squared Computer Consulting, and we can help you take on the challenges of your growing business by helping you get the most out of your systems through availability managed services. We provide reliable protection with 24/7 system monitoring. Check us out at c2cc.net or call us at 303-933-1113. That's C-Squared Computer Consulting at c2cc.net.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
One of the most important tools in your business is your phone, and you can't afford dropped calls. You can afford Edgetronics. They get your phone system to work for you, not against you. As a certified veteran-owned business, they'll serve your business with honor, and they guarantee you'll always be able to reach them. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. Give your phone some love, and you'll love the outcome. You can't afford intermittent service or static phone lines, you can afford Edgetronics. 303-766-1699 or online at Edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now, 720-443-3371.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. Hey, if you've ever gotten anything from, the Napoleon Hill series, or maybe you even know Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you know our next author.
A best-selling co-author of the best-selling series, Rich Dad, Poor Dad series, and the editor of Napoleon Hill's Outwitting the Devil. Sharon Lechter is an international expert on money and entrepreneurship and women in business, and she's got a brand new book out. We're going to talk about Think and Grow Rich for Women. Sharon Lechter, welcome to the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Well, thank you. I'm delighted to be with you.
Oh, Sharon, it's nice to have you back on the show. Let's start with what inspired you to write the book, Think and Grow Rich for Women?
Well, I read Think and Grow Rich, the original book, when I was 19, and that's been quite a few years ago. And I didn't realize how much of an impact it had on my life until much later. But what I've seen in the world in the last few years is, of course, women have taken a much more important role in management. And I got to the point where I'm tired of women complaining and criticizing all the time and male bashing. And I really wanted to say, the steps of success are the same for men and women. And we really need to change the dialogue from complaining to one of celebration, the progress that women have made, and let's celebrate that. And so I wanted to really update Think and Grow Rich, because when it was released in 1937, there were no women in business. So while the steps of success are the same, we tend to approach them a little differently than men. And so the book really looks at each of the steps, same chapter outline as the original book, but looking at it through the eyes of successful women.
I love it. I love it. And we do need to change our dialogue, Sharon, right? We can't have it both ways. We can't complain all the time that it's not working for us and then want all the same opportunities if we're not going to pursue them ourselves. And I think one of the biggest things that comes up in your book, we always think as women, it's this work-life balance, right? Are we a mom? Are we in the corporate world? But you have got a new phrase for us, right?
I do, and I'm so happy you asked that question, because I always talk about there's two reasons I wrote the book. The one is to change the dialogue from negative to positive, and the second one is to get rid of that term, work-life balance. It's BS, and I say before Sharon, I don't say bad words.
Nice.
But it's all about, the word balance means you're not moving. Do you know any woman who's not constantly on the go, multitasking?
Right.
We all have the personal life, family life, business life, financial life, spiritual life, physical health life, and we have all of those things going in our life. And if you get up in the morning and you say, I didn't spend much time with my kids yesterday, just make a choice to do something different today. So get rid of that term, because the term work-life balance only belongs in the yoga studio. It's like total guilt trip. And so stop thinking about work-life balance and start thinking about living one big life.
And balance, like yoga, is nearly impossible for me. Now, let me ask you this. I think that, women and the way that they are represented both in the media as well as in the workforce have certainly come a long way. We've got females running for president. We've got all kinds of great advances. What do you think is the biggest issue in the workplace today, Sharon?
Well, the biggest issue for women in the workplace is truly I believe, a lack of self-confidence. I've worked side by side with men all of my career, and men typically don't have a problem standing up and saying they're an expert in something. Women will say, I'm pretty good at it. So I really want to help women stand in their own power.
Is that just humility, though?
Well, in some cases it might be humility, but I think in others we have been nurtured for generations to be the nurturing person, and so we tend to put people's needs in front of our own. So we tend not to stand up in our own power. And, of course, every time you generalize, you get somebody mad at you because they don't agree with you. But I really counsel women in the book, and when I work with women, is to understand that if that's an issue you have, so, for instance, I have it. I am much better promoting someone else than promoting myself. And so the way you get past that is you surround yourself with people who help you and support you and promote you, and you promote them. So work as a team while your self-confidence grows.
I love it. I love it. We're talking with Sharon Lechter and her new book, Think and Grow Rich for Women. I love the concept of, having one big life, forgetting about work-life balance. And it's amazing when you talk about the biggest issue that we struggle with, Sharon. We're thinking that it's, equal pay, it's maternity leave, some of these, the glass ceiling, and you say it's self-confidence. And so we do need to change that conversation that we are having within our head. Surrounding yourself with good people, though. I think in the workplace, we're always afraid if we kind of become that, step out, stand up, speak up, then we become, there's not a nice word for the women that we become, and I think we're trying to shy away from that. So, keeping that element of, yes, I'm an expert, yes, I'm a professional, I can speak up, but not crossing the line to being not a very nice person.
Exactly. I mean, the issue is a man may be considered assertive, a woman is considered bossy, or that other B word.
Right.
And so part of that is your approach and how you approach it. We live in a time when the world of business has changed. It used to be very competitive, dog eat dog, and you're starting to see much more collaborative efforts. You're starting to see two companies that used to be competitors now working together. And so that environment of collaboration is a much more fertile field for women. Women can excel in that arena. And so it's not necessarily in a work environment where you're trying to be a leader. You lead by example. You don't lead by your mouth. You lead by your actions. And so if we continue to look at how we're showing up, how are we presenting ourselves? Are we presenting ourselves as an authority and a good listener? And I think that's where sometimes we have a chip on our shoulder, and that's where we need to get rid of that chip. And when we get rid of that chip on our shoulder, I think maybe that bossy and that other B word might be a little softer.
All right. So, Sharon, talk about mentorship and how it's made a difference for you.
Well, mentorship is everything. We talk about success, personal success equation that I released in 3 Feet from Gold. Is you take your passion and your talent, and most people think that that's all you need to be successful. But it really is the power of association, that power of association of surrounding yourself with a team. If you can find the right mentor, they can prevent you from falling into a lot of pitfalls.
Yes.
They can help speed your way to success. It's so important to have mentors around you. And the mentor that helps you get to where you are today may not be the mentor that you need to get you to where you go tomorrow. Mentorship is important, but it's also important to become a mentor for young women coming up behind you.
I love it. I love it. Think and Grow Rich for Women by Sharon Lechter. I'm sure we can get it everywhere books are sold. But, Sharon, how do we follow you? How do we stay in touch with what's going on in your world?
Well, thank you. SharonLechter.com, and Lechter is Lechter. I also have a free podcast called Your Money, Your Business, Your Life. You can register for that at SharonLechterPodcast.com. And, of course, you can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. So please come find me and join me, and our materials on the podcast are totally free. Lots of information about taking control of your financial life.
Love it. Sharon, thank you so much for joining us again. We appreciate you being on the show.
Well, you are fabulous. Thanks for having me back.
You are. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
The Extreme Customer Service Directory is one of the most visited directories in the state, and it's all yours to view for free at experiencepros.com. Experiencepros.com will help you find the best in customer service, and you can feel good about doing business with the pros.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-792-19.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites.
Never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
It was a moment.
It was a moment that changed my life.
We looked down from the chopper and saw the whole area was flooded.
At that moment, it really hit me. This is why I joined the Guard.
People had gone up to the rooftops to escape the rising waters.
Talk about intense moments. We had to lower the guys from line some 30 feet down.
This is where teamwork and training really paid off.
It took steady nerves and steady hands for the chopper pilots to hover like that.
Question, guard pilots are the best in the world.
I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life.
What could be better than serving the people of my hometown?
In the National Guard, you serve your community as well as your country while you work or attend college. In return, you gain skills in which you can build a career and receive benefits that can help you pay for college. Learn more about what it means to be a citizen soldier at NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard. Aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
Dana Lash, 8 p.m. weeknights on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Join the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Say what you want, but don't.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Very nice to have you along with us. Did you know that before he passed, Steve Jobs stole something?
What, a stick of gum, a candy bar?
No, I don't know about that, but he went to an unlikely source to develop one of his best ideas. I don't know if it's stealing or collaboration. I'm not sure. What's the definition?
Well, stealing, taking from one is stealing, but taking from many is research.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it was research. I'm not so sure. But Steve Jobs certainly implemented something from the Ritz-Carlton, and you should steal from Steve Jobs. You should steal from Apple today.
Okay, so what?
We're talking about customer service.
We took the bathrobe?
No,
oh.
no. We're talking
take a bathrobe? Should we take a bathrobe from Apple?
Bathrobe and slippers, right?
Right, yeah.
No. He got his phenomenal idea for, the Genius Bar. Have you ever been to an Apple store?
Yes, I've been to an Apple store.
So they've got the Genius Bar in there.
Right.
And
which is kind of like tech support, kind of, right?
It is like tech support. However, it's free. If you own an Apple product, you can bring it to them, and they will help service you and fix your problem, and it's
I've used their
free.
service
Now,
before.
some problems require more work and detail, and that's not free.
But kind of like walking you through something. It's kind of handy.
Regular training goes on there. It's really the concierge service, which comes from the Ritz-Carlton. Of course, if you're talking about customer service, you probably know about the customer experience that the Ritz-Carlton chain of resorts brings to the game.
So based on, okay, there's always a concierge desk or a place where the concierge hangs out, where, concierge service where you go and you get your dry cleaning, get your your theater tickets, or maybe arrange for a ride to the airport. So he looked at that concierge desk and said, I'm going to create the Genius Bar based off of the concierge desk?
Kind of. He went to the Apple headquarters after experiencing this and says, what is the best customer experience you've ever had yourself as a customer? And the common answer among his employees at Apple was, it's the Ritz-Carlton.
All right. But we talk about the Ritz-Carlton, and they are, you talk about the customer service, and they have it every single day. They actually have a manual, and every Ritz-Carlton all across the world every day has the same lesson that they're focusing on every single day. So in Tokyo or in New York, they all have across the globe the exact same message that they're focusing on when it comes to customer service.
Yes.
So how did the Genius Bar then come out of that?
Well, it evolves out of, it's a customer experience that they're after. It's that I feel, in fact, there's a phrase for it. It's called the anticipatory customer service model.
Okay.
I'll try saying that again. The anticipatory customer service model can be summed up in one phrase. In fact, it has been summed up in one phrase by the story team that created the Ritz-Carlton experience. Anticipatory customer service fulfills even the unexpressed wishes and needs of our guests.
That sounds almost kind of Disney-ish too, right?
Right.
Fulfilling the unexpressed wishes and needs of our guests.
Here's how I say it when I talk to people about Experience Pros, and I say this almost on a daily basis. If there were 100 people in a room and you asked them all what customer service was, you'd get 100 answers, and about 85 of them would say, that's the place I return defective materials and take my stuff to complain about, and the call center. That's the customer service, right? Well, what we call extreme customer service starts before your customer even has an inkling that they need your service and or product. It's one of those things that itches in the back of your head, so that when the customer goes, oh, I got a flat tire and I need somebody to fix my flat tire, when they roll into your tire shop, they feel like you've been expecting them.
Well, and how often does the opposite? And so maybe you can't get your head around, okay, how do I show that we're expecting them? How do I anticipate? How do we create something? But think about the opposite happens. They're interrupting. You don't have enough staff. You don't have answers to their questions. Your people aren't trained. They don't know how to deal with. The timing isn't right. You haven't figured out your sales process.
And
so
it shows up with somebody walking into the front door and the receptionist going, yeah, what do you want?
I don't know where people are. I don't know who can help you. I don't know who will have the answer to that. I don't know how to fix that problem.
Flight attendant who gets irritated because you want Pepsi instead of Coke.
And you're always pushing people to somebody else. Somebody else should have that answer, right? Or maybe we don't have that answer, and I'm sorry, you've asked a stupid question.
Listen, the customer's not the enemy. It never has been. Customer's the one who signs your check. And so the call to you today, and the reason we're doing this segment, is to consider, what could your Genius Bar be? What could your concierge service be? What could it look like? Here at Experience Pros, we spend an awful lot of time putting energy and thought and conversation around the staff and then with our guests as to what that experience could be and how we could make it better always.
Well, and I think about the companies that do offer extreme customer service. It's not an accident. It doesn't just happen, and they weren't just being nice. This is actually a culture. They eat, sleep, and breathe. How do we take care of and how do we create an experience? When we came up with the name Experience Pros, it was to remind you that every interaction with your customers is a chance to create a memorable experience, not just take your money, go on, and move through the day, but something remarkable where people will go, wow, I wasn't expecting that, or I really like that, I'm going to tell somebody about that. But, and taking just one step up, it doesn't even, when you think about the places you've had great customer service, what are those elements that have been included in it? And a lot of times, it's something very simple.
It really is.
But it's always consistent.
Here's wrapping this up. The Apple Store employees often make a point of ensuring that the arriving customer's name is always used without the customer having to reintroduce himself, even by employees who are completely out of earshot when the initial welcoming of the customer happened. How do they do it? Well, first Apple employee who greets the customer discreetly passes along descriptive details, passes it in the in-house communication saying, Jim Johnson, plaid shirt, a BlackBerry, yikes, in his side holster, allowing other employees along the line to give a name.
I do recommend, if you do go into an Apple store, do not wear beige. You will get lost. They will not be able to find you. It will take them 45 minutes, even after you check in a couple of times.
Whoops.
Don't wear beige.
Okay.
Just wear something else.
Yeah.
That's all I recommend.
You might want to carry a BlackBerry and get noticed easily. There you go. All right, extreme customer service. It's in your ability. You can do that and do a little anticipatory customer service thing. Think of how your customer will understand that you anticipated them, even in a surprising way. Should get back to that surprise one day. All right, we'll be back right after these messages. More positive business talk right ahead on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Get your back with your mid-year vision screening. We're not checking your eyesight. Two-hour workshop, followed by a Connecting Experts vendor event and networking on Thursday, July 30th at the PPA Event Center. Sign up to attend the Epic Summer Summit at theconnectingexperts.com. You can sign up to attend as a guest or as a vendor. Get your vision checked.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701 and tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
I'm John Walsh.
I'm Ed Smart. When a child is abducted, time is critical.
That's why Amber Alert is so important. The public is notified when a child is abducted.
It's a partnership between broadcasters, law enforcement, transportation, and you.
Thanks for making Amber Alert happen.
Chris Cook, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thanks for tuning in today. Hey, have you ever been to Istanbul?
No.
No? I've heard that just getting there is terrible.
Oh, goodness.
Especially if you drive a convertible.
Oh, stop. No, you have to
Sorry. Those were horrible.
Those were absolutely horrible, and I don't mean it like that. We're not going to do a play on words. You've seen the videos. You've seen it on TV, people running with the bulls. Doesn't that look like the most dangerous, ridiculous thing you've ever seen and oh so frightening? Well, we've got somebody who actually does that, Chicago author, bull running expert, and journalist Bill Hillmann. He was gored last summer in Spain. The news made headlines worldwide, and he has now come out with a brand new nonfiction book called Mozos, A Decade Running with the Bulls of Spain. It just came out, and believe it or not, Bill's going to be returning to Spain in early July to run with the bulls again for the first time since the goring. Here to talk about his experience, his brand new book, and why he's going to go back. Bill Hillmann, welcome to the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Thanks so much for having me, guys.
Bill, very nice to have you. Can I make a recommendation? Let's change your name to Bull Hillmann.
Well, actually, they call me Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill. All right. Okay. Well, I find... Okay. Why? Why?
Because I love it. You know, it really changed my life. You know, it just completely altered my life for the better.
For the better. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so let's first talk about the book. The book is Mozos, A Decade of Running with the Bulls of Spain. Non-fiction. Tell our listeners about it.
It's a memoir about my 10 years of running, and basically it's about, you know, the way that running changed my life, how dramatically my life's changed since I started running with the Bulls. I went from being a mentally ill, violent guy who was a failure as a writer to becoming, you know, a happily married, mentally stable guy with a really good writing career going.
Now, Bill, I don't mean any offense here by this, but sometimes people would say that running with bulls who have sharp horns that gore people is not the most mentally sound thing to do.
That's true. It is kind of crazy, but you know, it's like anything with like climbing Mount Everest or surfing big waves. You know, it's the danger sort of draws a lot of people.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Okay, so let's talk about some of those things. Like, what do you think you got from that changed your life so dramatically?
Well, you know, the animals themselves, you know, they're incredibly, you know, dangerous and wrathful. When they get in a position where they're scared, they just attack everything around them. But they're also very capable of a lot of, you know, mercy and grace. You know, they'll try to step over you if they can. You know, the bull that gored me, the second time he gored me, he easily could have pulled me out on the street and killed me, but he chose to have mercy on me and just let me go.
Oh my goodness!
And that experience of getting to know these animals sort of, you know, really helped me sort of deal with my anger problems. And just it also, you know, throughout the year, with my mental illness, you know, I'm depressed about a year, and during the off season when I'm waiting to run, knowing that San Fermin is coming, it really it helps keep me, you know, going.
Sure.
All right, Bill.
Okay.
In one of the chapters of your book, you talk about safety, right? And you offer tips, 5 tips for first-time bull runners. And I'm sure some of our listeners are thinking,
just run faster than the guy next to you.
Pamplona. So what are some of these tips that we can offer for first-time bull runners?
You know, the first tip is the most important rule is if you fall down, stay down. If you fall down in front of the bulls, basically they're going to try to step over you and jump over you. But if you get up, they'll just, you know, you'll be an easy target, a stationary target for them, and they'll gore you. In 1995, this American runner named Matthew Piertazio, he tried to get up in front of the herd and was gored in the heart and killed.
Wow. Okay.
Are any of the safety points do as I say, not as I did?
No. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, in a way, yes, because you know, I don't suggest that first-time runners ever approach lone bulls that are separated from the pack. So, you know, that's one thing I wouldn't suggest the first-time runner do. That's something that the more experienced runners should be doing, like me.
Okay, so Bill, what are you going to do different this year when you go back and
run faster?
Right.
Yeah, you know, I got tripped up in sort of the tourist on the side of the street, and I fell in front of the bull. So this year I'm just gonna, you know, have a better crowd management. You know, I'm just gonna keep an eye behind me, make sure I'm not gonna get tripped up by anybody.
Wow. Was that the? Do you usually stay up or do you usually fall when you run? I mean, like, is that pretty common?
10 years. How many times do you fall?
Oh, I've fallen like probably 50 times.
50?
You know, it's just part of the run. You know, there's so many people, especially in Pamplona. There's so many people in the way. You end up getting tripped up a lot and falling. But you know, if you can get like a 10-yard run with the bulls, you know, it's worth it.
Wow.
All right.
Oh.
So here's another question for you.
It's just fascinating.
It is fascinating.
Us, Bill, that you go back and do this over and over,
sort of way.
over again.
Bill, you say that there's. We know of Pamplona, of course. That's the one that makes the famous news every year. But you say there are top 5 places to run with the bulls. Where are those?
You know, my favorite place outside of Pamplona is a place called Cuellar. It's a small town in just north of Madrid. That's probably my favorite other than Pamplona. Then there's another that's in a suburb of Madrid called Sanse. And that's a very famous run. It's probably the second most famous run in Spain. The other one that's really well known is called Fauces, and you run actually down a mountainside with vodka, with wild cows.
What? With vodka? I thought you said vodka. Just don't spill your drink while you're running.
Okay, so Bill, how do you practice for this? How do you prep for bull running?
You know, I watch a lot of video, a lot of tape, and work on my game plan. And I focus in on the great Spanish runners, guys like Juan Pedro Lecuona. There's another one named Aitor. Guys like Hillmann Medina. These guys are, you know, they've been running for decades. They're just incredible runners, and I always just watch them closely and try to learn as much as I can from watching them.
Is Mozos, a decade of running with the bulls of Spain. And in the book, there's actually a survival guide for if you're thinking about running.
It's 2 words, stay home.
With the bulls. No, just stay down if you do fall down. Buffalo Bill, what else would you like to tell our listeners today?
You know, just that, you know, there's a lot of people out there that are against the culture in Spain and, you know, of bull running and bullfighting, and I just think that, you know, before you rush to judgment, you should go over there, see it for yourself, experience it, talk to the locals, and you might be surprised at what you find.
Sure. There's real human beings there. I've never talked to a real-life bull runner before.
Nor have I, Bill.
Pretty fascinating. What does your wife think of all this, Bill?
She hates it. She's actually going to India while I'm in Spain so that she can be as far away as absolutely possible.
Listen to your wife. Bill, that's just a little bit of advice from your Uncle Eric. All right. Great interview. Thank you so much, man. You're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait to read your book. And again, once again, that's Mozos, a decade running with the bulls of Spain by Bill.
What does the word Mozos mean? Is there a meaning behind that?
It means servant. It's a nickname for bull runners, but it means servant. And that's what we are. We're the servants of the animals and of the pack.
All right.
Fascinating.
All right.
Well, wonderful. Loved having you on the show today, Bill.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
I really found him to be unbelievable.
Oh, stop.
2 in 1 word. We'll be back after this.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's Cover Your Assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Computers, we can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in, all your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Dude, your wife's hot.
I know, right?
I'm not kidding. She's really hot.
Yeah, I married up.
I'm trying to tell you, your wife's hot.
Will someone please call Bowman Heating and Air? It's 90 degrees in here.
Don't let anyone else tell you how hot your wife is. Call Bowman Heating and Air today. 303-622-6502. Bowman Heating and Air, keeping couples together and relationships cool. Ask about their preventative maintenance option with a 100% mechanical guarantee. BowmanHVAC.com.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Did you get some great customer service today? Did someone make you feel a little happier for doing business with them?
Give them a fan brag. This is Eric, and you can call into Fan Braggin Friday and share your story with me and Angel on the air, or you can write a fan brag at experiencepros.com.
Once you start looking for great customer service, you'll find it's in more places than you thought. Share your great finds with us by calling 855-FANBRAG during our Friday show. Kindness is so simple, and we want to hear from you.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
Chris Cook, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. I was going to ask you to change seats with me, Eric. I was, because I thought you were going to come in with some more puns.
No.
And I know that to ask Charlie to turn off your microphone, because you have the master one, turns off all of our microphones, right? If you turn off, yeah. So I was actually going to tell you, I think every now and then we go through a phase where we switch seats just to kind of change it up, usually for lighting purposes and things like that. But I'm thinking it's time for us to switch seats
in the
studio. Maybe, no, not here mid-segment, but yeah, because I think I want to have the ability to tell Charlie to turn your microphone off.
Well, before we actually get to that kind of action, I think I need to consult my attorney.
You do? Well, I've got 6 secrets on choosing the right attorney.
You've got more than 6 secrets, I believe.
Well, I am a lady.
On choosing the right attorney?
Yeah, this came from an article from our friends over at Wills and Wellness, and you can get in touch with them by calling 720-266-8190. We did a live broadcast. They actually moved into a brand new location not too long ago, 3461 Ringsby Court, Suite 215 in Denver. WillsandWellness.com.
You're amazing.
So 6 secrets on choosing the right attorney, not every secret that Angel has.
Okay, all right.
All right, so you need an attorney before we can switch seats?
Well, I think I should consult my attorney.
So you should consult it.
And Bonnie is my attorney, so yes.
Okay, all right, so here we go. Number 1, don't go alone with online options or inexpensive lawyers who provide a document-only service. So while you can go online and print off some documents, you probably can have somebody just print you off some quick documents. That's probably not, and we're talking about estate planning. They talk a lot about estate planning here. So it's probably not going to be a well-rounded, comprehensive, cover your little behind when something goes wrong approach to things.
No, and if you're thinking about going it alone, that is your first mistake, and it's probably the trip down a very slippery slope because you get what you pay for, and
you're not paying for anything. Yeah.
Well, think about what's at stake here. I'm about to lose my seat in the master control of this entire radio show, and so
here, just sign here.
Nope,
just sign this piece of paper. Printed it off the internet.
No, well then it must be real.
It must be comprehensive and complete and cover everything.
No, but whenever you need an attorney, whether it's for your estate planning, I'm not signing there.
Just right here next to the X.
No, I'm not. That's a poor autograph of mine. Stop it. But here's the thing. If you need an attorney, estate planning, legal representation in a custody battle, whatever it might be, the stakes are so high. Why would you think that you without skill and somebody with a copy machine can solve this mystery?
You know what it is? You're right. The stakes are high. You're not an expert. You don't know the laws. And what you don't know will cost you and hurt you and very likely your loved ones.
But a lot of people think that lawyers are too expensive.
Well, here's secret number 2. Your attorney should charge you a flat fee, not hourly. A sharp attorney will have a systematic, predictable process for setting up your estate plan and should be able to provide a flat fee, quote, up front.
Fee. You know what? That's revolutionary.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of companies are going to this model because here's all the things that you are going to need, and we know all the things that you're going to need.
Right.
So we just put it all in there, and here's the cost.
And if you can do that and get it in on a managed type service, so that once a year you come back and you check it and it's good, and it's covered by your flat fee, why wouldn't you?
Secret number 3: your life will change, and the law will change.
That's 2 secrets in number 3, and they're both laws.
Your attorney should regularly communicate with you in the future about changes in the law and when your estate plan should be updated, because where you were 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, even maybe last year,
right,
going on into the future again, having somebody to review that regularly as your situation changes and as the laws change.
And before I decided to exercise my witticisms, I was safe and secure right here in the master control seat.
You were, but you screwed up.
I didn't screw up.
Screwed up.
I exercised my wit.
Secret number 4, your legacy is about more than money. Does your attorney have a way to capture your intangible assets, such as your insights, your values, your stories,
my wit,
your experiences, to pass down to children and grandchildren? Your wit needs to stop.
No.
Yeah, no, it's just a little...
People love my wit.
It's a little too corny.
Do you love my wit?
Sometimes I do too, but sometimes you like to just kind of take it just that one extra little step. It goes from being really funny and okay, we can enjoy that, to okay, you can stop now.
I don't know.
Secret.
I think people love my wit. If you love my wit, text me.
No, see, it's not a contest.
Text
not a
me.
vote. Do not text him.
Tell me if you love my wit.
Encourage this behavior, and do not. He's not a little puppet master telling you guys, "Ooh, text me so I can tell Angel that I got to keep my seat." No, text me.
The fans of
the puppet master.
male side of this duo, if they think that my wit is...
doesn't matter. We're changing seats. You can have text messages all you'd like.
Matters for me.
Secret number 5, don't hire a bankruptcy attorney or a litigator to do your estate plan. Find someone who specializes in this area of law. The nice thing is there are specialists. There are expertise. It's not a one-size-fits-all, everything in one place. For the most part, different things that you have need different expertise. One person isn't going to give you everything that you need for all areas of your estate planning. And finally, number 6.
Number 6.
A great attorney knows that estate planning comes down to how assets are titled and how beneficiaries are designated. Your estate planning documents should be in sync with title and beneficiaries, and your attorney should be asking you about your whole asset picture, not just for one document that you might need.
Oh, that makes sense.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I think I'm getting texts.
You think you're getting...
Oh, there's one. Holy cow. They're coming in like crazy.
Yeah, you're going to be coming over here like crazy.
Look at all those texts coming in.
Yeah. Of what?
People love me.
They do love you. We all love you. You're just going to move over. You're just going to move over just a little bit because I just think it's just a little bit gone to your head.
I don't think so.
A little bit gone to your voice.
I like the...
You're not even listening.
Gone to my voice. I am. What does that mean?
Bonus secret. You're busy. You have lots to do. Make sure you have a trusted relationship with your estate planning attorney so you don't outgrow your plan. They say we know you may feel overwhelmed by the idea of meeting with an attorney or thinking about a really difficult subject. Many of our client families have felt the same way. And here's what they found, was that after they sat down with us for their estate planning meeting, they were so glad they did.
You know, meeting with Bonnie Bowles and the entire team of attorneys over at Wills and Wellness it's a very positive experience. And that's why I'm confident that I'll be sitting in this chair tomorrow. They're that good.
Why won't you switch seats with me?
It's not that I won't switch seats.
Why won't you switch?
I don't want you taking my seat.
Why? No, we're going to just switch seats. I'm not taking your seat.
No, you're power moving in on my seat because you want to be able to turn off my mic. And I don't think that's appropriate.
What's the matter with me sitting in that seat? Well, you're the only one that can sit in that seat? You don't think I could sit in that
Charlie,
seat?
does that mean if I'm sitting in this seat, I can turn off Angel's mic? Oh. Look, it worked. You're looking at me. This goes back 6.5 years. You cannot just put dead air on.
If you turn off my mic, I can. I think it's time for us to switch seats. I do. Yeah. I just think just to shake you up a little bit.
Right, I'm going to sit over there then.
No, that's our guest seat. You can't sit in the guest seat.
Guests can sit here.
Oh, guests can sit. Angel can't sit there, but guests can sit there. Not for Angel. No. Angel, you stay in your cute little seat over here.
It's a cute little seat. I was not mocking.
I don't have any good hearing in that side, and even that eye doesn't really focus on you. I can ignore you. But see, over there, I've got your full attention.
What are you talking about?
It's that glass eye you've got that wanders.
No, that was a guy I played, Monopoly with.
Yeah, you did used to do that. No, I think it's time for us to switch seats.
All right.
You know, I think sometimes in business, think about this. We're talking about creating the extreme customer experience, right?
Right.
And you know, here's a dirty little secret that keeps us from really growing and being innovative. And it's the phrase, this is how we've always done it.
Sure.
Where you get really comfortable, right? You drive the same way to work, you park in the same parking spot every day, you take the same routine, and you get so comfortable in your routines. Well, how innovative do you think you're actually going to be in that comfort zone? It's actually when you step outside get out of your routine, move things a little bit around, that you start to see things from a different perspective, and your mind is actually open to new ideas, creativity, and innovation. I think your mind is closed. No. I think you're blocking innovation.
Oh, no, I'm blocking innovation. Oh, my goodness. Hey, folks. Have you signed up for the Experience Pros calendar? Do you know that you can actually click it and get the RSS feed so that our calendar becomes your calendar? It syncs perfectly with your calendar, and all the events, including the epic networking events, one tonight up in Loveland, one tomorrow night in Lone Tree. You can get notifications of those things straight to your phone.
Straight to your phone. You never have to miss an Experience Pros event. I love that, thanks to the technology. It's so cool these days. So go to experiencepros.com, click on the calendar, and all of our members can add their events directly to the calendar. And it's just a fabulous. It's all monthly at a glance, or you can actually create an agenda style. You've got a lot of controls for yourself over there. So join us this week. This is our Rush Week. It is our epic networking events tonight and tomorrow.
Love that. All right, at the top of the hour, we have to take a quick commercial break. We may or may not be in the same seats when we return. But the good news is there's another hour of positive business talk just ahead. So during the commercial break, do what we do. Turn up the volume. Do business with the people who do business with the pros. They're the ones who support this show and make it possible for you to us to tell you about our lawyers. We'll come back after this.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Dana Lash, 8 p.m. weeknights on KLZ 560. This is Shaquille O'Neal.
And the Shaquettes.
Reminding you that anytime is a good time.
Good time.
For the cooling, drying, fresh scent of Gold Bond powder spray. Like after the gym.
Or a crowded elevator ride.
Or golf.
Or working with farm animals.
Or a hard day's work.
Like sportscasting.
You said it, ladies. Stay cool with Gold Bond powder spray.
Stay cool with Gold Bond.
With CudaSign, paperless e-signing is a no-brainer for any business that requires legally binding signatures fast. That's because CudaSign offers everything you should expect from an electronic signature solution for just $1 per month. CudaSign cuts document turnaround time as much as 90%, thanks in part to its #1 rated mobile app. And CudaSign's secure cloud stores documents for on-demand tracking and retrieval, saving you even more time and money. Don't think twice. Get CudaSign now for just $1 per month. Go to CudaSign.com.
KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver. Listen live at KLZ560radio.com. KLZ 560.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Chris Barnes. Donald Trump is running for president.
We need a leader that wrote The Art of the Deal. We need a leader that can bring back our jobs, can bring back our manufacturing, can bring back our military.
Trump announcing his Republican candidacy at an event in New York City, saying the country is in serious trouble. He's the 12th Republican to enter the 2016 race. A Hillary Clinton confidant sending her numerous emails on Libya before and after the terror attack on Benghazi in 2012. Now we learn an unknown number of Sidney Blumenthal's messages, not among those made public by the State Department. A source telling Fox News the newly submitted emails from Blumenthal show a significant gap. Blumenthal today before a House panel probing the Benghazi attacks in a closed session. The report says before his appearance, his lawyer hands over 60 emails never made public by the State Department. An apology for a joke made at a Republican presidential candidate's expense. Here's the Blaze Radio's Greg Moore.
Republican Senator Mark Kirk of Illinois taking a bit of heat over a recent joke that wasn't too funny to many people, including presidential candidate Lindsey Graham. Last week, Kirk referring to the South Carolina senator, who is a bachelor, as a bro with no hoe. Kirk issuing a statement of apology, calling the remarks inappropriate. Last week, Graham suggesting that if he were to become president, he would have a rotating first lady. He joked that he has a lot of friends.
A sixth person has died after a morning balcony collapse in Berkeley, California. 13 people on the balcony on the 4th floor of that building when it collapses. 4 of the victims dead at the scene. The others transported to area hospitals. Names of the victims not released, but Ireland's foreign minister saying most of them were young Irish citizens here on student exchange visas. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network. Truth lives here.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 Denver. Dana Lash after Grassroots Radio Colorado on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. This out of the headlines in the state of Washington. A woman who was lost on one of those mobility scooters gets a police escort.
She was on her little scooter and got lost.
She was on her scooter. She got lost from home. She somehow ran like 4 miles away from home in her mobility scooter. And Washington State Patrol trooper pulled over the elderly woman riding on the scooter, and she was now riding in circles on the stretch of Highway 546 in Leiden, Washington, and asked the woman to move to the side of the road if she would, please. It was true traffic pullover right there. The lady had said she'd been riding in circles because she was lost, and she was about 4 miles from home. Trooper says, I just treated her the way I would want someone to treat my mom. He drove behind the woman at 6 miles an hour to escort her all the way home.
Well, isn't that just so tender?
Right.
That's kind of sweet.
I wonder if she got a citation.
For what?
I don't know. Being lost.
You can't get a citation for being lost.
You can get one for driving too slow.
Yes, you can, but she wasn't.
So I wonder.
But you can't get one for being lost.
Made all the social media.
You might get a bunch of citations if that were the case.
Well, it's probably because not so much that I'd be driving slow as the things that would come out of my mouth.
No, for being lost.
Oh.
Being lost. Get a citation for too many U-turns. Sorry, you missed your exit. You had to U-turn again.
Now, come on.
Again.
Every time I have to miss my exit and U-turn, there's a very good reason.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well.
I didn't remember where I was going. I didn't see the sign.
I would have said it a little differently, but maybe.
What would you have said differently?
You were distracting me.
I was distracting you.
Yes.
I was distracting you.
Right?
Every time. I'm just sitting there minding my own business, having a conversation, and he's like, I missed my turn. I got to turn around.
I hate it when that happens.
I don't give you any citations for that, but I think I will now.
No, but you give me grief over the air. It's pretty much the same thing.
Is that the same thing? Yeah. I remember that.
Because you have to pay for it every time.
Mm-hmm. Just pay attention. There are so many times Eric and I will get in the car, and we do a lot of carpooling to places.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Neither of us.
Do you know where we're going?
Knows where we're going.
No, I thought you knew where we were going.
I thought you knew. Do you know where? Do you know how to get there? Do you even know where it's at?
It inevitably goes down to, well, you're driving.
I know. I'm like, you're the driver. You don't you? I think that should be the responsibility of the driver, not the passenger. But as the passenger, pull it up on our phone. Turns out, nope, we are going the right way, or we're not going the right way. And here's the directions and how to get there. But we do. I mean, you just get in. That again, see, it's that autopilot thing for you. You just get in and you're just going. You do need. I think you are. You're in a rut. Eric, you are in a rut. I hereby claim it. I figured it out. You are in a rut.
I'm not in a rut.
I think you are. Because you just get in the car, you don't know, you haven't looked up any place new.
Are we talking about the rut that the deer and the antelope get in?
The deer and the antelope?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, there's a thing called the rut.
There is for deer and antelope?
Uh-huh.
And you think that that's the same thing that I'm talking about for you?
It's a mating thing. I don't know.
So because they get one, you think this is exactly the same thing and it applies to you in this situation? Well, you have to think, well, that must be me.
I have to think.
Yes, the answer is yes, Eric. It is. Yeah, of course that's what I meant.
More argument coming up right after. No, I'm kidding. We got business talk coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now, 720-443-3371.
When your IT person says, your VPN's PPTP failed because the IP conflict caused a protocol failure, all you seem to hear is, blah, blah, money, blah, blah, last time. We're C-Square Computer Consulting. We speak geek fluently, but we translate when talking to you. When you understand the issues, you can better prioritize your money and time. Our managed services provide a stable spending model with system monitoring and trust. Call C-Squared Computer Consulting today at 303-933-1113 or go to c2cc.net.
The Extreme Customer Service Directory is the go-to place for finding the companies who have the best customer testimonials. Plus, to make it even easier, we narrow down the field to only 3 companies in your area. If you need a printer in the metro area, we have it. If you need ink and toner, we have it. The Extreme Customer Service Directory is one of the most visited directories in the state, and it's all yours to view for free at experiencepros.com. Experiencepros.com for the best in customer service. When you're looking for the best, think Experience Pros. You can feel good about doing business with the pros.
It was once said the pen was mightier than the sword. We are living in a time now that is demanding the Republic to speak up. Our elected officials need to hear from you. Commit now to send at least one of your representatives the Pen. The Pen is a bi-monthly publication with news, opinions, and insights for only $24.95. Order yours and order theirs from CSC Talk Radio, P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri 65018, or online at csctalkradio.com. Get your hands on the Pen and share constitutional truth with your elected officials.
Advertising is really effective, especially for small business. Turn your company into a household name by advertising on the Experience Pros radio show. We'll help you build a trusted reputation with the professionals who listen to the program. You'll connect with the right audience and at the right price. Advertise with the Experience Pros radio show. Sign up at experiencepros.com and put your brand on the tip of your customer's tongue. Sign up today and start advertising with the Experience Pros at experiencepros.com.
Hi, I'm Ivan, and I'm a firefighter. One of the resources we use to notify you of a threat to life or property, such as wildfire, flood, or police action, is the Emergency Notification Service. You need to register your mobile or landline phone so we know what number to call. To find the link to your local service, go to 911colorado.org. That's 911colorado.org. This message is brought to you by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and your local station.
Dana Lash, tonight at 8 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Well, who wouldn't want a little more? And especially when it comes to, as you develop in your business, you tend to outsource your marketing, your public relations, your media, your press, those kinds of things. Well, we came across a great article by Frank Strong that talks about several ways to get more from your outsourced marketing agencies.
Well, and I think that it's really important that we are outsourcing a lot of our marketing if it's not in your bailiwick, right? That's not your main gig, right? So outsourcing that to somebody who it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of know-how, the right connections, and you don't often have the time as a business owner to be focusing on that. And so some pieces of it, we think about, well, everything is all about measurements and metrics, and you know, I should be able to see results immediately. You know, if I hire somebody else, even though I can do all my own AdWords and create all those campaigns,
right,
I don't necessarily see any results, but I'm going to hire somebody else, and
they should see results immediately because I paid them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so if that's kind of the mentality, and we just don't want you to be disappointed.
Let's set your expectations appropriately.
All right. So here's the thing: a few tips that have worked for this in this article. Treat your PR agency as an extension of your team. So here's the thing: you hire a vendor. I think a lot of times we think, okay, so we have our terms. You're going to go do this, and I'm going to pay you. But then we don't really ever check in. We don't let them know what's going on a daily or weekly basis in our company.
Yeah, absolutely. We talk about ROI as not being so much return on investment. Of course, many people view it as that. They pay $10. They want to know when they're going to get their $10 back and then when they're going to start making $10. But we talk about it in terms of return on involvement. If your agency, whether it's a marketing firm or an agency or the Experience Pros radio show, is doing their job properly, they invite you to be a part of that conversation. It's not us versus them. It's us as a team. You're sharing the risk.
Well, and here's the thing. Everything that you're going to present and anything you would do in a campaign out to your customers, out to your team, out on social media, make sure your PR firm knows about it, knows what you're up to, so they can be a proactive piece of the puzzle and not just hear about it and find out, because they can actually help you far more when they know what's going on. Number 2, cut to the chase always.
Absolutely. Don't beat around the bush, right?
Right. If you dance around with too much diplomacy, you'll spend a ton of money while being dissatisfied with the results. Cut to the chase with your PR firm. Tell them what you're looking for. Tell them what you want to do. Tell them what you have done. Once if they're on your team, go ahead and be authentic and honest.
Absolutely. Information is key. The more information we have, the better decisions we can make. And so I agree with that one.
Well, here's the thing. Give your PR firm access. I think we think that, okay, they're just going to come up magically with, the right headlines and the right content and know what's in our heads and what we've talked about in our staff meetings. They don't. So make sure that they are part of the content. If there's a lot of emails going along, pass some of those notes along to your PR firm. Do you have weekly meetings in your staff about what's going on, what's coming down the pike, next quarter marketing campaigns? Brief them about what's going on.
And have regular brainstorming meetings. Those are the fun ones where you get to be creative and everybody's ideas on the table, and those are fun. I love those. And recently we've had a couple of occasions. I have done most of the digital design for a lot of the years with Experience Pros, and we've had a couple of occasions where you, Angel, have suggested that I get out of my comfort zone and simply let somebody else create content for us. And yet I have to give them the information that they need in order to create that content. In every case, I've been very well pleased with the outcome.
Well, because they were part of the process.
Right.
They have to be included. You can't just have a one-off meeting a couple of times and expect that they get the whole gist of how you're thinking and what you're doing. We do a full team. We bring in our whole team, all of our outsourcing, our inbound marketing, our SEO agency, all of that, once a month, so we can brainstorm together.
Right.
They're part of the process of how we even got there. Because sometimes you go to them and say, okay, this is what we're doing. Without them seeing the journey that it took to make that decision.
And understanding the why.
Right. They're going to have questions. Well, why didn't you do it this other way? Why did you? And now you have to repeat, and it's very poor time management.
Absolutely.
So if you include them in a lot of those conversations, brief them on the meetings and the hows and the whys, it does help them to create that magical content. The next step is provide direction, but not too much direction.
Absolutely. And this again, when giving a couple of graphics and a couple of phrases to a designer, let the designer do what the designer does.
Exactly. Right. And give them that freedom and tell them, that's why I hired you. Come up with your expression. Ours are old and tried, and we've done that, and we don't have any new ideas for ourselves. It's always easier to think of an idea for somebody else's business, right, than your own. And so, if you can give them just a few key pieces, this is kind of the elements that we're thinking of, and then get out of their way and let them do the job that they were hired to do.
Yes.
Give credit where credit is due. When your PR agency does something well, tell them. Tell the whole team that the PR agency is doing a great job. And finally, be responsive. The worst thing in the corporate world is unanswered emails, unanswered phone calls, paperwork that's piling up where nobody's responding back to. If you want your PR person to be doing press releases, adding content to your website and all that, you've got to have an open door of communication where people are responding. So reply back, I got that, this is what I'm doing with that, this is when I'll get back to you with the new changes.
Right.
Be very clear and articulate with your responses.
I listened to somebody yesterday tell me about the 20-minute rule. In many times, when we're dealing with a PR or a marketing firm, there's this emergency, and I have to call and say, I'm having an emergency, and often you have to leave a message for that 20-minute rule. And I don't know whether I'm for it or against it, but the whole idea is the agency who receives that call will wait 20 minutes because usually most emergencies relieve themselves. They find a way.
If you were to wait 20 minutes before you made that call, you would probably not even have to make the call.
It's probably true.
And it's true. If in 20 minutes you will have solved it for yourself.
And there's no downside for the PR firm because 20 minutes is still a pretty speedy response. And if the problem has resolved itself, you win, right? And if the problem has not yet resolved itself, you still get the opportunity to be the knight in shining armor.
There you go.
There you go. All right, fantastic article. Thank you very much for bringing that. Folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk coming up next. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
Edgetronics wants you to be happy with your business phone system. Get your phones to work for you, not against you. The friendly folks at Edgetronics can help you plan ahead to keep your business operating when there may be a phone system outage. They offer solutions with VoIP, non-VoIP, and hybrid telephone systems. Upgrade to the system with features that will meet your company's growing needs. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. No business is too small or too large, and the customer service at Edgetronics will make you smile. Call now, 303-766-1699, or online at edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Gentlemen, it's time to step it up a notch. I'm talking about your clothing. Sure, we're all super casual here in Colorado, but there's something to be said for dressing to match your market. You need personal stylist Michelle Martinez. Michelle will come to where you are, custom measure you for an unmatched fit, and help you find your next outfit, all without breaking the bank. Luxury starts with premium materials, and Michelle's got the best Italian fabrics. And talk about value, your clothes delivered straight to you, saving you tons. Call Michelle today, 720-261-4914. That's 720-261-4914.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432, NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
The Dana Show with Dana Lash, tonight at 8 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Baby, say we never, ever agree. You like the movies and I like TV.
This could be our theme song.
You know what? We do kind of have the opposite thing going. Some days more than others. You know, we are great partners, and I think, you know, there's a lot of times we agree, and we kind of get to the final what's good for the business decision. But we do come at it from completely different perspectives.
It's true.
And we do take two different journeys to get there. Well, one of the things that we are dealing with, just kind of our age group, kind of our sphere of influence these days, the whole concept of eating more nutritionally, right? Eating for nutrition, not just because I want that donut, not just because it tastes good, but just...
I was really praying for donuts today in the kitchen.
You know, my husband asked me last night, we went to the movie at Red Rocks, and, you know, there's people walking around, nachos, all sorts of snacks. He's like, Angel, do you want anything? He said, Oreos.
Oreos.
I want Oreos.
Craving for Oreos?
You know, the whole idea, and I've kind of gone, I'm eliminating sugar, caffeine, alcohol, grains, and there's like 5 things.
Good God, woman.
I know, right? And so they say that after a few weeks, you'll eliminate that sugar, that taste for sugar, the need, you know, and I haven't yet.
Not yet.
I haven't yet. I see a cup of coffee, and I'm like, I want that coffee. But here's the challenge. We all know that we need to be eating more nutritionally, that what we eat impacts our health.
But the problem is, if you're supposed to do it the way that the experts now tell us, we had one on the show yesterday, you're supposed to eat all the time. I mean, like have every 2 hours.
Every 2 hours,
have
rather than these big gut consuming meals, to eat these little bits of nutrition throughout the day, every couple of hours, smaller snacks. We talk about paleo, eliminating the grains and the caffeines and the sugars and
so where do
all
you
that.
carry all these?
I know. Who's got time for this? Like, you go to the store. What are you supposed to spend the whole weekend now packing and shopping and packing these little lunches so you can take it on the go? You know, do you have to pack a cooler? Can you throw that in your bag?
Man bag. It's a Safeway shopping cart.
Right. And actually, one day I did bring like a big cooler bag to work and packed a full week of lunches into the fridge, here at the office, so we can do that.
If only there were a smart way to
There is. So I actually found an article, and it's 5 foods that will survive your purse.
Oh.
And so not complicated, not time-consuming, but you can throw it in your bag, throw it in your cart, and just have it for on the go.
I'm skeptical. Let's find out what
I know,
these foods
me
are.
too. But these are 5 ways to get balanced nutrition on the go without any messy surprises. And the first one is dried soybeans or chickpeas. Have you ever had a dry soybean or chickpea? Are packed with protein and fiber, which we're needing out of.
Not dried like that. Not
They are
what they're talking
bite-sized,
about.
and they keeps you feeling full longer.
I've had corn nuts.
Where would you buy dried soybeans or chickpeas?
One of those health stores that I don't know much about.
All right, so apparently we can pack those.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Second thing is jerky. We all need more protein in our diet. I think that's one thing that we are discovering, especially as women.
Yeah.
As we age, the muscle mass is depleting. We need more protein in our diet. There's all sorts of nutrients that we can only get from meats.
Yes.
That we can't get in a vegan diet. B12 is one of those as well. But it's jerky, high-quality protein, low in fat. So look for beef, chicken, turkey, or soy choices.
Or bacon.
You can have bacon jerky.
Bacon jerky.
But don't do the bacon out of the tube. Did you see that gross thing? Like it looks like a ketchup bottle.
No.
And yeah.
No, but bacon jerky, I saw.
But make sure you get the kind that's for people and not for dogs.
Yeah.
But look at the package.
I was listening to a comedian talking about that, and
he's like, "Isn't that for dogs?"
Bacon jerky.
Bacon jerky, isn't that for dogs? He says, "Yeah, I won't be buying that again."
No, I think bacon jerky is pretty much just bacon.
Okay, the third one is granola bars. They're easy to grab and go, and of course, but not all granola bars are the same. You've got to read the labels.
Yeah.
But there are a variety of options with healthful components like fiber, protein, and whole grains. And again, this is the grain thing that
nuts, twigs, and barley. Leave the grains
but
out.
make sure you can read the ingredients.
Yes.
You know, that when you do read the ingredients, that it's recognizable. And I think that's scary. I picked up a thing of juice the other day at the grocery store, and I turned around, and the list of the ingredients was like the whole bag
you
package.
can't pronounce them,
I'm
and
like,
there's so many.
Oh no! So we just put that one back.
You want your juice to be juice.
You want real juice.
Yeah.
Nut butters. The fourth thing is nut butters. Think peanut butter, almond butter, or hazelnut spreads.
Nutella.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I could live. That's kind of been my saving grace for this whole thing.
Isn't the key ingredient sugar?
Nutella on celery sticks. Well, you can't have much. You can have 2 tablespoons.
Gotcha.
Packed with healthful fats and proteins. They are available in 1-ounce packages. Enjoy on a spoon with some celery. You can even throw in some whole grain crackers.
To this day, I've never had Nutella.
Do you know what is like big business these days? I walked over to the peanut butter aisle the other day.
Yeah.
Peanut butter now consumes like this whole big portion. I got some whipped peanut butter because she's like, Angel.
Are you kidding me?
Angel, this is like the new.
You fell for the whipped peanut butter?
I did. We've got whipped peanut butter.
I fell for the whipped cream cheese.
You can get caramel peanut butter. They had Reese's peanut butter with chocolate and peanut butter. You can get white chocolate peanut butter. It was.
Can we go shopping?
I just drooled at the peanut butter aisle. You remember it used to be crunchy or creamy.
Right.
Those were your 2 options.
Yeah.
All right, so nut butters. And finally, the 5th one. Non-refrigerated cheese.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. I don't think that's real
Non-refrigerated
cheese. The thing that comes in the can and glows in the dark, I don't think so. I don't think that's what this is. But they say it's an excellent source of protein and calcium, perfect for an afternoon energy boost. And read the package, because some may need to be refrigerated when open. But
well, if you're buying those little cows, the little laughing cows, even they are in the refrigerated section. So I don't know what is non-refrigerated.
Well, because again, you're putting them in your bag, you're carrying them on the go, and so if they need to be refrigerated,
going to the Google.
But they say it's a perfect afternoon energy boost. So there were your 5 things that are supposedly you can throw in your bag, kind of keep your little snacks going all day: dried soybeans or chickpeas, jerky, beef, chicken, turkey, or soy sources, granola bars, but read the label, so it's real good stuff, your nut butters, and non-refrigerated cheeses. So this is what we're trying to do, trying to be healthier. So as entrepreneurs, we've got to take care of our health. Which comes first, your health or your money? Well, without your health, you're never going to make any money. You're not going to enjoy the lifestyle that you've got. We've got one body. We're far more educated these days. And, you actually can get, things on the go. I think a lot of grocery stores are packaging up things for on the go, because they know we're not just sitting down and enjoying a meal throughout the day. What are you being grossed out?
I Googled the what kind of cheeses do not require refrigeration.
That was dairy. That's the 5th thing I'm not having. I'm not even having dairy.
You can't even have cheese. All right.
Can't even have
cheese.
cheese.
Well, for those who are interested, Gouda apparently doesn't need to be refrigerated.
I love Gouda.
And then there's some young ripened cheeses, Brie, Camembert.
I love cheese, so not having dairy these days is killing me too.
Good for a week without refrigeration before they ammoniate.
All right. So we're done with this.
Hard-aged cheeses like Romano.
Stop.
They might sweat a little.
You can stop. You can stop.
I'm trying.
And give you some jerky, because you are the jerky in the room.
Can I have bacon jerky?
You can have all the bacon jerky you want. It's gonna clean your canines.
Oh. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service, coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products, means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
The top 5 search results get 75% of all the clicks. 75%! That means if you're on page 2, you are missing out on tons of potential business. You, my friend, are in need of professional help. At SharpNet Solutions, it's not all about clicks. It's about making sales. They optimize the Experience Pros Extreme Customer Service Directory, and they can optimize your business. Call them today, 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988. Or find them online at sharpnetsolutions.com. Put their talents to work and see what they can do for you. 303-900-4988. Mention the Experience Pros and get up to 50% off. Call today.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, 5 to 8 tomorrow morning on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Very nice to have you along with us today. Boy, one of our favorite people in the world is sitting in the studio with us today.
Absolutely. We're talking about the Epic Summer Summit and where you are with your goals when it comes to this time of the year. Do you know how many weeks are left in the year, and how far have you come with what you thought you would do with the year? Well, we're going to get you back on track with our favorite visionary, Carey Conley with Infinite Nation. Hello, Carey.
Hello. It's been a while since I've been in here.
That's what you said. I forget.
Missed you.
And because I get to see you all the time.
No, because we do run in the same circles a lot.
And we got to hang in Phoenix last week.
We did.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Kidding.
The board meeting in the pool.
Yes, she's got a beautiful table poolside that we all sat in. And, you know, we actually were kind of efficient with some of the work we got done.
We're always efficient when we're in the pool. Or, you know,
Yeah.
you think a lot better there. But I have to tell you, it's 111 degrees in Phoenix. And I asked my son last night what the temperature in the pool is. It's 90.
In the pool?
We now have a hot tub.
Yeah, you do. You do. And it's not heated, just all solar.
Just, you know, organic heat happening in my backyard now.
That's incredible. 111 in Phoenix. All right, well, Carey, you are in Denver. You're going to be doing the Epic Summer Summit July 30th, and we've got something really important that we need to get people back on track with.
Yes, you know, I help people at the beginning of every year. You know, I do a huge event that you guys MC called Success Unleashed.
Right.
And what we do at that event is we get people to write down their crystal clear, focused, big, hairy, audacious goals and their vision for their life and their business. And it's very inspiring, and everybody's on track, and they're fired up, and they walk out the door going, this is so going to happen. And now I'm speaking in front of lots of groups of people, and I'm saying, do you realize that we are now halfway through the year, and do you know the looks that I get on their little faces?
Just sheer little panic.
Yeah.
Panic.
Oh, shoot.
Because they are thinking, I am nowhere near where I thought I'd be right now.
Right.
Well, and there's 27 weeks till Christmas, 28 weeks to the beginning of the new year. It's time to get it going.
It is time to get it going. But here's what people do at this point, you guys. It just absolutely breaks my heart. They get into next year mentality. This is a death for the rest of your life, for
So
your
they check
business.
out.
They check out. So they've already decided, you know what, it's halfway over, it's not going to happen, I can't catch up.
Really?
You know, yes. So they get into next year mentality, which bleeds into my very favorite thing, which is next month mentality, which, you know what, it's halfway through the month, and I'm just things cropped up, and now it's summer.
We need a moonstruck moment. Bam! Snap out of
That's
it.
exactly why I'm here today, is to do some of that head smacking.
Right.
And that's what I'm going to be talking about at the summit. I'm going to be doing a 2-hour workshop there called End It the Way You Intend It, Stop the Next Year Mentality. Because I know, building 2 businesses, and you guys know this, and all entrepreneurs who are successful know, that 3/4 of our business and activity happens
in the
rest of this year.
Right. Well, because we've got a deadline, and we've got a sense of urgency, and there's still plenty of time to get stuff done. We've created the momentum. We put the foundation in. It is not too late.
It is not too late. As a matter of fact, now is the best time to dust off those goals, pick them back up, revisit them. Do not lower them. I'm going to tell you, I've earned lots and lots of things just dusting off the goals and putting the number back up on the wall and saying, I'm going to do this thing, because it can be done. It just comes down to how bad do you want it. It really comes down to that. And next year, you know, it interests me, you guys, when people do the seasonal thing. Well, you know, now it's summer and the kids are out of school and there's lots of stuff going on. I'll get to it in September. And then what happens in September? Well, now we're in school and sports are happening, and then it's the holidays. As far as I've been around, pretty much we have seasons like that every year.
Well, all year long.
It shouldn't
You know,
surprise us.
all year
Does
long.
not change.
No.
You just work with it. I was coaching somebody very lovingly last night at an event I was at and saying, you know, life events happen.
Yeah.
And if you want what you want bad enough, you work around it.
I love the way you say I was coaching someone very lovingly. That's like many of my Christian friends say, I'm going to do the spiritual thing and lay hands on you.
Right. Well, I've learned that if I really want to help somebody get unstuck and move, I need to be very honest.
You got to tell them the truth.
I have to tell them the truth, which is why I'm here today. I'm telling you the truth. The truth is that it's not too late. You can do it if you want it, but you got to want it like air to breathe. And that was, I've learned that quote, you know, from one of my mentors, Rita Davenport, who used to say all the time, you can do it, but you've got to want it like air to breathe.
You've got to want it. You've got to want it, which means you've got to have it in front of you. You've got to surround yourself with people that will support you. You've got to attend the Epic Summer Summit. It's on July 30th. It's a Thursday, right?
And I'm going to be speaking. You know, lots is happening that day. I believe you guys are going to be there with the radio show, right?
It's a whole fun day
it's
of events.
It's a whole packed day. I'm going to do this workshop from 12 to 2. And then I think Penny's going to do her little art of networking. We've got some ERM stuff happening and several vendors. It's going to be the place to be.
It really is. It's at the PPA Event Center in Denver. It's just across the street from the stadium, and you're going to want to check this out. You can sign up for the event at theconnectingexperts.com, and simply click on the upcoming events button, and you'll find the place to buy your tickets or become a vendor.
Yeah, you can be a vendor at the event. A bunch of vendors will be there. It'll be fantastic networking and business building. Or you can just buy tickets to attend the event. And, of course, you're going to take lots of notes, learning from Carey. Carey, it's so funny when we... You know, that your timing is perfect. You know, you watch the ebbs and flows for business owners. You saw the excitement they had at the Success Unleashed Summit. You saw, you know, they put those visions down. They had crystal clear goals. But life happens, and we get distracted.
It happens, but the problem is that we think that those life happenings are abnormal. So we allow it to just push us off course. And I promise you guys, you'll get that thing out of the way, and then there'll be something else. And I'm not talking about catastrophes like a death or, you know, you're landed in the hospital in a coma kind of thing. I'm talking about everyday life. It happens. And I just learned, building 2 businesses and coaching all the entrepreneurs that I coach, that life is seasonal and you just have to work around it. If I was going to go on a trip, I double booked myself the week before and I double booked myself the week after.
Smart.
There wasn't a reason for me to say, you know what, I can't work this month because we're going away for 5 days.
You can't afford that. You can't afford that kind of mentality. Your business can't afford, if you've got staff, you've got people counting on you, you can't treat it like a hobby.
Right.
And I think that we often do, and we just expect that everybody else is treating it like a hobby as well. But those that are really getting it done, have that clear vision.
Yeah, and you just made a very good point, Angel. The second thing is that you have to get away from the other people who are using that excuse too, because you just enable each other. Like, yeah, you're right. You know what? It's summer. Let's just forget everything, Angel, and go to the pool, right?
I know. We could both so easily say that for each other.
We could, but we don't, because we are, you know, less than 6% of entrepreneurs ever break 6 figures, right?
That is so scary.
It is scary. And, you know, my world was in network marketing before I created Infinite Nation, and less than 2% ever make it to the top in those companies either.
Right.
And those 6%, those 2% people, they are the ones that work no matter what.
Let's give a little shout out to your credibility. You're senior vice president with your marketing company, right?
Well, I was national vice president.
Sorry.
All right. Well, when we talk about that top 6%, getting to the top 6% of entrepreneurs who actually ever break that 6-figure income barrier, you have a top 6 mastermind group.
I do.
How do people get involved with that?
They're so amazing. I love those people so much because they inspire me. So I coach entrepreneurs in a year-long mastermind program called the Top 6, and the role of Top 6 is to help them foundationally break through all the things that are keeping them stuck from that 6-figure income. And I'm going to be talking about that at the Epic Summer Summit on how to get involved in that and what we're going to be doing for the rest of the year. But you can always find me through my website, which is infinitenation.com.
InfiniteNation.com. Get involved. Check out one of her top 6 events that's going on. Of course, Carey is part of our EPIC group. We'll be up in Loveland tonight with our EPIC networking event and down in Lone Tree tomorrow. Come and meet her and talk to her. Make sure you sign up. Get your tickets today. They will sell out for the Infinite Nation for this vision workshop that Carey is putting together. Tell me the name of it again. How to end it?
Penny and I, Penny's brilliant at these titles. Yeah. End it the way you intend it.
End it the way you intended.
I think it's brilliant.
It is absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is so worth your time, so worthwhile to your business. You owe it to your business. Surround yourself with people that are going to support you and the right people who aren't just going to enable you to make those excuses anymore. Is 2015 going to be your year? Did you write it down? Is that part of your goal? You need help staying on track? Well, we all do, right? Even those of us who are getting it done, we all do. We're going to be at the EPIC Summer Summit, and we want you to join us. Sign up at theconnectingexperts.com. Carey, any final things you want to share with our listeners today?
I just really want people to hear, do not quit. Do not quit.
Do not quit.
Yeah.
Do not quit.
Three most powerful words available.
Right.
Love it. Carey Conley, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Always a pleasure.
InfiniteNation.com. When we return, we're going to wrap up the show with 57 ways, we may not get through all of them, to make this year fabulous. Simple steps to make your 2015 the best year ever on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Women-owned businesses are on the rise, but where do you go when the bank says no? Ladies, you know it's tough to secure the capital necessary to launch or develop a new business. You need to know attorney Steve Replin of the Replin Law Group. Steve specializes in helping women secure hard money lending when no one else will step up. You have an ally in Steve Replin. He has the knowledge and resources to get you the money you need to grow your business. Call Steve today. It's Money in the Bank, your bank. 303-322-7919 or replinlawgroup.com.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in, all your computer quirks and hang-ups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
The Extreme Customer Service Directory is the go-to place for finding the companies who have the best customer testimonials. Plus, to make it even easier, we narrowed down the field to only 3 companies in your area. If you need a printer in the metro area, we have it. If you need ink and toner, we have it. The Extreme Customer Service Directory is one of the most visited directories in the state, and it's all yours to view for free at experiencepros.com. Experiencepros.com for the best in customer service. When you're looking for the best, think Experience Pros. You can feel good about doing business with the pros.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit rivierafinance.com.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
I remember the moment. I'll never forget that moment. As long as I live. As long as I live. Several of us were working to rescue a family. The house collapsed on top of the cellar door and trapped them.
We had to use Humvees and heavy machinery to move massive trees and debris.
We got them out. We helped a lot of people out. It felt good to know I could really make a difference.
Because I'm a citizen soldier in the National Guard.
Be there the moment your community needs you. Learn more at NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard. Aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
Dana Lash, tonight at 8 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. We're here to remind you your business is big to you and to others. And Jeffrey James, one of my favorite authors on Inc.com, presents 57 ways to make 2015 fabulous. Remember, when we started the year, we agreed that it was going to be, this is our year, right?
Right, yep.
Well, there's lots of ways. We won't get to all of them, but some great stuff here. And I think we're just going to run through the list, and one of these or several ought to inspire you to make the rest, the 28 weeks we have left, according to Carey Conley.
Now we're pretty much at that halfway point.
We really are.
Can you believe it? I mean, we look at all the things that we have done this year, and I think there's an element too. Look back at what you have accomplished before you start saying it can't be done and we need to give up and I need to put it off. What have we done? And look at your calendar. Look at all the accomplishments. Look at your social media and go, wow.
Right.
If we've done all that,
what lies ahead is amazing. Start each day with expectation. Make your first thought on rising, something wonderful is going to happen today. We get the opportunity, and maybe you won't remember that when you wake up tomorrow morning, but we are given the opportunity many times a day when somebody says, how you doing?
Well, you can kind of go,
or the usual thing is fine.
Right.
Right, fine. I like to say, in fact, I've been practicing today, wonderful. I'm doing wonderful, because I am.
All right, so here's the thing, is you are. Great things are happening. You're breathing, right? You're on this side. You've got great friends. You've got all this stuff to be grateful for. You've got people who care about you. The thing is, how weird is that, right? To walk into a room and say, I'm wonderful. People look at you like, man, what's wrong with you?
What's drinking?
What's so good with you?
Hey, here's another one. Avoid negative news. When a news story makes you angry or upset, unless it's 100% relevant to your life, change that channel. Click to another page. You know what? I got a better idea. Tune in every day from 10 to noon right here on the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Nothing negative here.
You get to choose what you put in, right? The whole idea, garbage in, garbage out, we learned that years and years ago, but what does that really mean? And how impactful can all this negativity be that you consume it every single day? Reading negative news, talking negatively, treating people negatively. You don't think that has an impact on you? We have to change the dialogue. We have to change what we put in so that good stuff and positive stuff goes out. Because if all you're bringing in is negative,
right,
do you really expect for positive stuff to show up?
Yeah, how can you? All right, here's the next one. Beautify your work area. As much as possible, make your work environment a place where you feel comfortable and positive.
Everything should be beautiful.
It really should. You live that in everything that we do. If it's not pretty,
I know, right?
Doing it.
And so look around your stuff. If it brings you any angst, it's old, it's chipped, it's dirty, it's whatever, clean it up, make it pretty, fix it, repair it. It should all be easy on the eyes, right? Just easy on the eyes that you want to. You know what it's like when you walk into, a hotel or someplace kind of just pretty. You go to a nice restaurant, or somebody walks in the room and they're all dolled up. You go into a black tie event. I mean, it's charming. It changes your demeanor when it's like, look at how nice that looks. Well, make that your everyday.
I love that. All right, practice with me.
Okay. In through the nose, out through the mouth.
Breathe more deeply.
When you take long, deep breaths, it tells your body to relax. It's the first thing they tell you to do when you go to a chiropractor or a massage therapist, right? Big, deep breaths in. Because when was the last time? All day long, we're kind of these short, shallow, little breaths in.
Right.
We're mouth breathers, right?
I'm a mouth breather.
Right?
Yes.
Right? And we are, but, in through the lungs, getting all that oxygen, teaching your body to relax. We're like the little Energizer bunny, and we're just going, and we're bouncing off the walls, and we're binging and zinging and going from one thing to the next, and, ooh, look, squirrel. Calm down. I actually saw a woman the other day I was actually having lunch with Carey, and a friend of hers was coming by, and she was on the phone. And this is a woman who's one of the top real estate agents in the state, and she's got 1,000 things going on. You know, she's always got all this stuff, but she was walking slowly, and she says, "Do you see that? That is always her speed when she walks. Like it will take care of itself." It is.
Conscious decision.
Yes, like I'm going to be slow. Think about when you're driving. How we get all up on the person in front of us, and then we have to slam on the brakes, and all this stuff comes flying off the back seat, and like just have a little space.
Robert Grieve, my good friend, says this: there is no place that you need to go that you can't handle being 1 or 2 minutes behind. You know, it's not. You don't have to be in a hurry.
You don't. My husband took a driving class several years ago for a job. You know, he was using a company car, and they talked about space driving.
Yep.
About just having space around you by always looking out on the horizon to see what's coming down the pike, so you could be prepared, so you don't have those jerky movements when you're driving.
Disconnect from the uncontrollable. Don't waste your time and energy on things you can neither influence nor control. You know, there are a lot of things that are beyond your control, and frankly, for me, stress is a killer. I can't handle that, so I don't worry about stuff I can't control.
Here's a phrase: opportunity cost. When you're spending all this time working on this stupid little thing, or just trying to work itself out, walk away, give it 20 minutes, it'll marinate, it'll figure itself out in your head, and in the meantime you can actually be more productive. But we waste our time on the stupid little trivial things, and they consume us either in our thoughts or our activities. And so what's the opportunity cost? What's that keeping you from the thing that you really should be doing and the priority that you should be working on? Bundling minor tasks into single effort. So if you've got phone calls, make all the phone calls at once. If you've got emails, do all the emails at once. You're doing handwritten cards, do them all at once. Bundle your tasks so that way you are just more time efficient rather than going back and forth, and now you got to get this out, and now you got to go grab that, and you're going back and forth.
Oh, sorry. I came across this one. It says laugh more often.
Did you know that you can contrive and just create a belly laugh without having something else, trigger that? That you can create that belly laugh from yourself? Just try it right now. Just. You can laugh out loud, laugh in the car, laugh at your office. It releases fun endorphins.
Right.
We don't laugh nearly enough. It just notifies your face. It brings the blood starts circulating in a fun and new way.
Makes you happier.
It does make you happier. It also makes you healthier. So do a little belly laugh once in a while.
Meditate more often.
I did my first ever real meditation with Karen Corona.
You said you loved it.
You can look her up online at KarenCorona.com, Korona, KarenCorona.com. And I heard somebody say yesterday, praying is when you talk to God. Meditating is when you listen.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Remember, this too will pass.
It is. A new day's going to come. If you're stressed out, you're worried about, new things will happen. But don't let that be as an excuse if I can put it off till tomorrow. Just know that tomorrow brings a fresh slate.
The nature of the physical universe is changed. Nothing remains the same. So whatever it is that's got you going, it's going to pass. Relax.
Shun needless gossip.
Oh,
mm-hmm.
Please.
You know what we're talking about.
And all gossip is needless.
Yeah. Spend some time on gratitude. And in fact, right now, think about, what do you have to be grateful for?
You.
All the things that you have in your life. If you start looking at something that kind of is a nuisance or a pill to you, instead think about the things that you have to be grateful about that. And it'll completely shift your attitude. And the joy is in those small victories. We don't have to wait for big wins. We can celebrate the intermediate milestones that we hit along the way every single day. It's the small things. That's what life is made up of. It's this tapestry of small, probably seemingly insignificant moments, but they are all significant, and they add up to incredible greatness in everything that you do. So don't think you haven't done anything. Don't think that it's too late. Don't think that 2015 is already half over. You still have half of 2015 in front of you to make a new choice, to make a decision. You didn't do it all what you wanted to do yesterday? We'll do it today.
Well, there you have it. I just posted this link on our Facebook wall as well because I think it's a great thing. Thanks to Jeffrey James for writing it, and it's applicable today with 28 weeks left. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every day, we say thank you for tuning in and sharing this, the revolution, and how people treat people in business.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
This is Shaquille O'Neal.
And the Shaquettes.
Reminding you that